welcome back. Today is December 2nd, December 3rd. Um, I just got home from work. Try to make sure that's aiming the right way. Still kind of fiddling with the audio. I feel like the mic works, but not always. I feel like I have to really talk into it. So hopefully we get decent audio. Got myself a nice cozy cup of tea. I've only been home from work for long enough to make myself a cup of tea. Normally, a little, yeah, a little too hot to drink still. So I'm going to put it up there while we talk. Normally I come home and I change and I start working on some knitting and things, but today is a slightly unusual day, so I had time to film opening the Advents first. I have not done any of my Advent stripes yet, so we'll just set that behind and we will get right into these Advents. So I'm trying to switch up the order just so they all get their chance to shine first. First one I'll open today is So Happy Jane, A Grand Adventure. So these ones are inspired by some of her travels in the U.S. Box number 3 is inspired by traveling through New Orleans. I've never been to New Orleans, so I am just hoping for something fun. All right, so this is called Foxy number 3. I mean, typically what I think of when I think of New Orleans is more of Mardi Gras. When you look at her like inspiration picture there, I can definitely see if I can angle that there. I can definitely see where she got that color. It's kind of looking like this is going to be like rich, earthy. Like so far we've got a deep red, a couple of browns. I still don't know what I'm going to make with this one, but I'm hoping it will become clear as I keep seeing the different colors. So the next one I have here is Wonderful Wool. And this one is universe inspired. Dropped it, sorry. So day number 3 is Quasar, the most luminous objects in the universe. They are powered by a supermassive black hole feeding on large quantities of stellar gas. Ooh, now that is very bright. This particular one did not come with the main skein, but I feel like whatever I do with it, I'm going to need to get like some nice dark black or gray, something that will really go good with these bright galaxy colors. All right, so the next one I'm going to grab is Maple and Barley. This one is my only one that is less than 20, not my only one that's less than 24 yarns, but less than 24 packages. This is a 12-day zodiac themed. Today is Gemini. And let's see. I feel like Gemini should have like 2 solid colors. No. It's got green, little flecks of another green. I almost would have thought of like a half and half yarn for Gemini. I just really love the different interpretations. I'm hoping I get excited when I get to my zodiac sign, but you know, it's always one of those things where because people's interpretations are different, I don't know if I'll like what they do with mine or not. All right. Sorry. Almost forgot. This one is A Chick That Knits. Some of these have the pretty label on the box. I try to show it. They put the effort into making it. So I've got day number 3, and this one's theme is dark and dreamy. Oh, I do have a color card for this one too. So today is Delphinium Blues. I know that that is a kind of flower, but I cannot think of what they look like off the top of my head. But I'm guessing maybe blue. Okay. So like a little bit of like lavender with other, kind of makes me think of like a violet, which I mean, theoretically, it is not based off of violet. It's based off of delphinium, but very, very pretty. I'm really liking this dark and dreamy. I mean, honestly, there's not any of them I'm not liking. I don't know. I knew I'd like the dark and dreamy, and I got it with a sparkle base, which is something I do really enjoy. All right, and then I've got my Jenny box. So this one is quilting themed. It was a gift from my mother, and I'm feeling pretty lucky. The first day it was such a struggle to find box one or package one. I was able to find 2 and 3 pretty easy because they are these boxes. They look really cute, like little houses, which is kind of nice because if you wanted them to decorate things while you were opening them, they'd look cute on a shelf. I have them just shoved in a box. So let's see what this is. Cardboard. All right, so, okay. I'm not going to fully undo everything, but it looks like these are a set of measuring cups. Like they look like tiny bowls, but they do have that measurement there. Those are very, very cute. All right. I will have to take those downstairs and get them clean. All right, so next we will do Ruby and Roses. And day 3's color is Glühwein. It's been a long time since I have had that. Okay, all right. I really like that color. Most of the time when I've had Glühwein, it's definitely a little bit more reddish, like a much darker purpley red because, you know, wine, but I like the color so much. I really love the deep, deep, rich colors that are in this Ruby and Roses one. I've used her yarn before, so I'm not surprised. Oh, accidentally having them fall out as I try to package it back up. Yeah, I'm not surprised that they're gorgeous colors, but I'm still impressed and excited about it. So the last advent to open here is my Haunted Holidays from Fangirl Fibers. And there's the back of the package. The stitch markers that came with this one are the ones that I am using on my advent socks there. Mostly they're just marking like the start side and the back side so that I know where to put the heels, but they're still fun to use. Ooh, so I got a white, a black, and now a pale blue. I'm not sure that this one had a color card of any kind. I did double check to see if there was one somewhere, just to make sure I wasn't missing anything. But I don't have one. It did come with a book, Spooky Christmas and Other Haunted Holidays. And I have actually been reading that book. And it has 25 different like haunted stories. So I did kind of wonder if maybe it was based on that, but I can't, like I read the first few stories in it and I'm not sure that that makes sense. It doesn't totally matter. I like the colors anyways. So those are all of my advents. I did make sure to film my socks of the day, not by tipping my camera today. Today's socks are the color Witch Please from Yarnable. That was this last October's color. I really like these colors, but these socks, I made them the same way I always do, but they've just been sagging down in my shoes, in my boots all day. So they look a little bit misshapen. I may have to wash them differently this time to help them get their shape back. I feel like I don't have a lot to say about my day. It's really cold here where I am. I'm outside of Boise, Idaho, and we have had like this deep, dense fog since yesterday. So there's a whole bunch of frost. When I drove home from work, I drove past a lake today and made sure to stop because the fog is so thick. You can't really tell there's water there if you didn't know. And then the trees, like, I don't like being cold. I don't particularly like snow, mostly because of the driving in it. But though I love the way the frost just like is still clinging to the trees where they almost look haunted. It's just something I personally find very, very beautiful. So that is all I have for right now. I just realized my earring is like twisted, isn't it? Ugh, I wonder how long it's been like that. That's all I have for right now. I am going to go ahead and get into these Advent socks. I have a little bit of time before it's time to move on to dinner and the rest of my day. So I'm going to hurry up and get this done so that I can get my editing done and still have this out for you tomorrow. I'm a little bit nervous about filming tomorrow because Wednesdays do tend to be my busy day of the week. I'm slightly afraid that I'm going to fall behind on my stripes every Wednesday, but if I fall behind on my stripes, I will catch up on the weekend. It is fine. Or at least that's what I'm going to tell myself when it inevitably happens. But for right now, I'm going to get going on those socks and I will talk to you again tomorrow.